today is Wednesday. And it's also one of my mom's immunotherapy days. I've never really vlogged on one of these days before, but I know that the fall leaves are gonna be really cool. So, kind of my reason for vlogging, but also I don't talk much about other areas of my life, and I thought it would be interesting. My name's also Eirelyn, so time to try and look at fun fallness. I'm tired. It's only 10, but I'm tired. Usually when we go to the hospitals, I bring a book, so this is the book I'm bringing today. It's finally feeling like fall, and I can't really see the camera because the sun is so bright. But it's feeling like fall. We got parking at the very top of the car park, which we've never done before because it's been in construction for like a month. Oh, I gotta lock the car. This cookie is huge. So we're in the car. Well, I'm in the car. My mom's walking around, but it's gonna be a 90-minute wait for the infusion. Yay! So we're waiting here. I haven't talked in full depth about kind of what cancer my mom's going through, but she has skin cancer. It's squamous cell carcinoma, which is the fancy term name. It's all above her eye, and she's currently sneezing. But yeah, so that's kind of just the type of cancer she has, and she's doing immunotherapy to help reduce it because, as the doctors say, it is incurable, but it's treatable. So, you know, that's weird, but yeah, she's been going through this for about 2 years now. She's a very strong woman. And she's eating a banana. We're home! Of this little guy, who seems... Oh gosh. Oh no. Wait. There we go. Look! We're home. Oh, you hiccup.
Miss you guys.
home. It's 7:11. I'm sleepy. But I'm in my pajama pants, not the pajama shirt yet. So, but we were at the hospital. It was a long journey because we had to get blood work at 11, and by we I mean just my mom. And then her appointment wasn't until 1:30, but they're all backed up because there's so many people. So we didn't get in until 3:40, and then the immunotherapy didn't start until 3:50, so we didn't get out until 4:30, so we didn't start having dinner until like 5:30. So it was a long day. And her next one isn't gonna be until like her appointment's set for like 2:45, so it's gonna be another long day that day. But I got one chapter read. So I think I mentioned in the morning that my boyfriend annotated this book for my birthday. But yeah, so you good? I'm reading. So I'm gonna do that, but I wanna just kind of watch YouTube for a bit and just be mindless because my mind has been going because I drive everywhere because my mom can't drive at the moment with her eyeball. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out the lighting situation at night because I know it gets dark in my room because I only have one light bulb and I have a green bedroom. So I'm like, how do I do that? Because I have these lights. Those turn on. These turn on, but I'm like, would that even bring any light to my room? Because that's backlight, you know? But anyway, I'm gonna sit down. And yeah. Welcome to the reading recommendations portion of this video. I think you guys need to be a bit lower. Is that better? I feel like it's better. So welcome to the reading recommendation part of this video. I'm in my cozy sweater for fall. I've got my Christmas gnome mug. Different holidays clashing together, but it's fine. And now we're gonna talk about books. So I've got my little list of my little recommendations. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about books, and it's going to be fun. And I'm going to give you guys fall recommendations for fall books that I enjoy. So let's get started. The first book I'm going to recommend is kind of a series. A lot of these are series, but it's Heartstopper. And if you don't know what Heartstopper is, it is about two teenage boys learning about love, basically. That's how it feels. The third season recently just came out as of the day I'm filming this, so today. And it is just such a cozy read, and even if you're not into reading, I'd recommend the show, but it's such a cozy read, and it does deal with specific themes, and there are trigger warnings. I would recommend Storygraph for watching and looking at the trigger warnings, but it's about Charlie and Nick and their journey together, as well as growing up and going through adolescence and kind of facing those challenges, and it's done in such a beautiful way, and it's just a really nice cozy read, but it can also be challenging, so read at your own pace is what I'll say. But yes, so that is the first recommendation. It's just more cozy, and it's a nice quick fall read that I would recommend. The next books that I would recommend would be the Hooky series. There are 3 books in this series, and it follows Danny and Dorian, 2 young witches, and they kind of get into some mischief and end up being wanted by all the other witches in the witch community. And there's friends, and there's hijinks, and there's learning about magic, and there's love. It is a middle grade book, but it is such a cute story, and it's just so fun, and it's witchy and it's perfect for fall, especially the spooky parts of fall. The third book is kind of the darker one, and I just finished that one recently, but the first two are very cozy and comfy, and even the third one's very cozy and comfy, but it does get darker and more dramatic as the books go on. But it's such a good read. It's such a good read. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. Moving over to the mystery side of things, I'm going to recommend the Truly Devious series. Now, this is technically a 5-book series, but also a 3-book series. It's very confusing, so let me break it down. Truly Devious, the core series, has 3 books, and then there are 2 standalones within the series that follow the main character solving different mysteries. So Truly Devious follows Stevie, her name's Stevie, but I don't know if her last name's Belle, but I think it's Belle. It follows Stevie, and she goes to this fun school up in Vermont where there is a mystery to be solved, and she wants to solve a missing person / murder case of somebody from when the school was first founded. And while she's solving all of this, history is repeating itself and people start to go missing and dying. And she is solving these and they're all intertwined and it's really great. And that's a core series. I did do a reading vlog on that. If you want to watch, I'll put it in one of these corners. And then there are 2 standalones. There's Box in the Woods and 9 Liars. I recently finished 9 Liars at the end of last year, and it is perfect for fall. I would recommend reading the whole series because the whole series is very fall and chilly, and like mystery to me is just a fall theme, I guess. So it's perfect for fall, and 9 Liars is the most fall book out of all of them, but it is the last in the series, and there will be spoilers for the rest of the series if you just jump right into 9 Liars. So would recommend the whole series. It is a great series for fall. The next one is also along the spooky and mystery vibes, which is Even If We Break. I read this a really long time ago, so I haven't fully refreshed my memory on a lot of these books, but I know that they work. So this is a group of friends. They go to a cabin. It's D&D style. They all have different D&D characters, and then shit just starts to hit the fan. Everything, like, I just remember it being like, oh my gosh, who is betraying all of these characters, and what is happening, and who is trying to hurt them. I think people die, but it was really good. It was really fun. It was really spooky. I remember reading it at night, and you know that feeling when you feel like somebody's watching you behind? That's the feeling that this book gave. So I would absolutely recommend this if you want to have like the spooky mystery of trying to solve like who's setting these characters up, and with the D&D element, it's great. It's great. And it goes into like, it kind of, I think, if I remember correctly, goes from like current moment to the past, and then you learn about the characters through that. But it was a chef's kiss. It was great. The next one I'm gonna recommend is also a mystery, and it's by Karen M. McManus, one of my favorite authors, and it's Two Can Keep a Secret. It is the second book she ever wrote, and it's centered around these 2 twins that move, I think, in with their grandparents. I could be very wrong about that. I will fact check while I'm editing. But I just vividly remember there being like a Halloween carnival, and there's a whole mystery about set around twins, and I just know for a fact that there's a Halloween carnival, and just, if you like Halloween, I think you like this book. I can't really remember the mystery, but I also think the mystery has to do with the twins' mom being a twin. And there's just Halloween, and there's spooky carnivalness, and it's cool. And yeah, that's all I can really say, because that's all I remember, but 10 out of 10 recommend. The next book I would recommend, which I recommend to anybody, even if it's not fall, is Small Favors. This book was amazing when I read it. It goes through all of the seasons, but it's the most fall book ever. It follows a family of beekeepers living in this small town. I think it's set in the 1800s. No time is specifically set in the book, but I'm pretty sure it's the 1800s. And when these people have to travel out to get their food supply, something starts to kill them. And they have to basically stay in their town because anybody who leaves, this unknown supernatural entity is keeping them in the town. And as the seasons go on, as they don't have food supply, things get scarier and scarier as this supernatural entity starts to trick and pin the village against each other. It is so good. I got it recommended from a reading recommendations video from Darling Desi. It was so good. It was such a good read. I love it so much. I like, it's like horror and supernatural, and if you just want it's like perfectly spooky because it's something you don't know what the supernatural entity is, and it's just, you're trying to figure it out the whole time, and you never know when it's going to show up. You don't know what it even is, and it's just kind of like a shadow hiding in the corner. It's great. It's perfect. I love it so much. The next one I'm going to recommend, I just recently read, is A Lesson in Vengeance. I believe a lot of people might have already read this, but it's still good. It's definitely a thriller, and it follows a girl after the death of her girlfriend, I think, and she's like really blaming herself for the death, and she's trying to remember how it happened, and then she meets this other girl who's a writer and is like invested in her story and seeing how people work and how the minds work. And there's also witches involved because there is a whole thing with, there was witches' covens at the school, and they don't know if it's real or not, or if it's made up, or if it's like a mass hysteria. It's perfectly spooky. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I didn't know what was happening. It definitely has the unreliable narrator trope in it, and it's mwah, chef's kiss. I don't want to give away too much, but it is definitely one of the top reads of this year for me. The final book that I have to recommend for you all today is The Hazelwood. I don't see this one talked often enough about, but it follows this girl, don't remember her name, haven't read this book in a while, and she basically is thrown into a world of where fairy tales are real, but every fairy tale that is real is terrifying, and it's so spooky and like mysterious, and you're trying to figure out the story along the whole way and how this girl's mother connects to the story, and it's just mwah, mwah. And it's just so fun. I know I probably don't do half of these books justice because I just remember the essence of the book, and the essence of the book was so fall and spooky and mysterious, and to me that's fall, and it was great. It was great. All these books are so good, and if anything I've said even slightly gets you to search up what they're about more, I hope they do. And all these books are great, and I hope you read even just one of them, or have read any of them. If you have read them before, comment below and let me know what you thought about them. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But I have more spooky reading plans for next fall, so I might have more recommendations next fall, but as of now, that is all I have for the recommendations. I hope that they are intriguing enough and good enough, and you're kind of interested in what these books are about. If not, that's fine. I'll ramble about books another day. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's really all I got for you all today. I hope it was semi-cozy and interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next video, and I hope you have a nice cozy fall and enjoyed your cozy drink if you got one while watching this video. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video.